Hello, hello. It's a beautiful morning on the farm and we are going to be cutting some second crop today, so I'm super excited. Hopefully everything goes well. This is our first cutting and it's August 19th, so it looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. There's about a 30% chance of rain, but tomorrow is supposed to be beautiful as well, so we're gonna try to mow it because we only have today, tomorrow, and the next day that are supposed to be good. And then we've got like 4 or 5 days forecast to rain, so we're gonna try to get some done now. Maine has a really short growing period. You're lucky if you can get your first crop by early June. Sometimes if it's a really good year, late May, but most of the time early June, and then the second cutting usually you can't get until late July, early August. We didn't have any rain this year, again, the second year in a row. We might be a week and a half behind, but that being said, the second crop doesn't look as good as it should by this time. We're just mowing it anyway because it's not going to get any better. And we might possibly get a third crop if we got more rain and had some decent weather in September. Realized I went to dump a bunch of bales yesterday and they were wedged in there, so it didn't dump them. And I gotta dump them again. It is the next day. We are getting ready to start baling. Brent's up finishing raking the other half that we did yesterday. Oh, he stopped. That can't be good. So I don't know what he's doing, but I just cleaned out the back of the baler because it was right full of stuff again. That's actually why we took the panels off the back of it, is because it kept packing hay all through here, and then when it would get stuck, so much of it stuck in there, it would start making the rollers vibrate. So we just took those back panels off, and now we clean it out every once in a while. It gets much less in it that way. So I got a bunch of stuff here. I got the monitor and some other things. I'm trying to do something for my niece that she wanted done, and I think it's going to be kind of funny. So I want to see if I can get it set up. Should make everybody else going by laugh too. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to stick these googly eyes on the back of the baler. So every time it spits out a bale, it looks like it, I don't know. She saw a construction video with a, I don't know, like a backhoe doing that, and it was going like nom nom nom. So I'm going to try to make it look like when it spits out a bale, I'm going to make it go like bleh or something like that. And I think she's going to get a kick out of that. So I got super glue. I'm going to try to see if I can stick them on there somehow. Also, I don't know if the Massey's going to start. It didn't start yesterday. We had to boost it for some reason. So hopefully no cars go by. They're going to think I'm crazy. Unless they know me. Then they know I'm crazy. It's really sunny out here. Where do you think I should put them? Like, tailgate's going to lift, so you want to still be able to see it. So maybe just right on this bar here? How close together should they be? I like that. Can't decide if I like them better farther apart or closer. I think I'm gonna put them closer. I don't know. I'm not going to put much on them because I don't want to be able to not get them off at all. This is like really strong. Oh great, there's a car coming. Stay. Got this on my fingers the other day and it ripped my skin off. It's like professional grade super glue. Yep, there's a car coming. There. Yeah, what do you guys think? Should they be farther apart? I kind of like them close together. Oh, the things you can find on Amazon. Here it is. This thing is worth its weight in gold. Oh, also, our 30% chance of rain, completely wrong. It rained last night at like 4. Probably for 15 minutes, and it poured. So, our second crop of the year got rained on. I don't know why I always get irritated, like, they always get the forecast wrong, so it shouldn't surprise me anymore, but it's annoying when you're trying to do something and they tell you, oh yeah, there's barely any chance of rain. And then it does. It didn't hurt it though. Take you over and show you it while that's charging a little bit. It's fine, we're doing baleage anyway. It's a little bit wetter than usual, but lots of clover in there. How's it going?
I couldn't flip them over.
You tried?
Made a mess that way. I'll go straighten that out.
Oh wow, I guess so.
I couldn't flip it over.
Figured it'd be too heavy for you to do
Yeah,
that.
I couldn't do it. Sorry.
It'll be fine
It'll
anyway.
be wet, but it'll be okay.
You want me to start baling now, right?
Yeah, you can.
Thank goodness there's a breeze today because it's hot. It's 82 already. So we'll leave that there. Did you guys see that grinding wheel? I think that one's used up. By the way, I'm very impressed with the International. I mean, we all know it's my favorite tractor anyway, but we didn't even fuel it up. I don't remember the last time we fueled it up, but it had quite like 3/4 of a tank. So we went way a ways away, like 2.5 miles away, and mowed 2 fields that were both about 5 acres, so 10 acres. Drove all the way back, and then did this 15-acre field, and it still has fuel in it. So I'm surprised. Making the trek back to get a camera. We're on bale number 10 or 9. 9. And it did screw up this one. For some reason, it didn't beep to tell me that it had already put on net, so I thought that there was something wrong. So I tried to manually run on net, and then it tried to put another layer on and mess things up. I gotta let Brent know so he knows he can still wrap it, because I'm pretty sure it's wrapped. Let's see. Pretty sure it's wrapped as many times as it's supposed to be. It just, I don't know if he can, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to do it. I don't know. These are going to be heavy for the wrapper anyway, since they got rained on. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we also don't have much wrap left. So I think I'm going to put the hood up so I can see what's going on. so we're about 3/4 of the way done the other half. And I ran out of net, so I'm down in the middle building. There's 2 rolls over there, so we're gonna load one of those into the baler. I drove it in here, so it'd be cooler, and I didn't have to carry it as far. The cows are over here grazing. Ain't they pretty? Listen to the building heat up. All right, I'm gonna take this cardboard tube out before we go load the other one in here. But first things first, gonna wanna hook this so that your knife can't randomly come down and cut your arm off. So that can't move. And this bar needs to be pushed up. And that just makes it so this will free roll. Knock this too. Easier if I laid it down, but don't really want to. So now I gotta figure out which way this is coming from. I think I gotta flip it. I think this is right, but I'm not like 100% sure. Jeez. That was the hard part. Now, just gotta make sure it's going the right direction. It needs to be coming off the back. Supposed to be about 2 millimeters in between this bushing and the handle, and that's where you want it. Now we're gonna run our net, which means you're gonna take the end of it, and it's free rolling right now. So you can see how it's worn. It runs around the back bar, over the top of this one, and then it goes over this rubber roller, foam, sorry, and down in between these 2 rubber rollers. The trick is, though, that you want to get it spread out as much as possible. And you're going to grab the rubber rollers and you're going to turn them so it starts dragging that in a little bit, not too much, or it'll drag it in when you're baling. So that's it for the net. Now you're just going to pull that pin. And then you're going to put your knife back where it belongs, because if you don't do this, it'll run that, but it won't cut it, obviously, and that's a pain in the butt too. And that's it. This chain is just so if you wanted to have another roll in there ready to go, you could, which we have done in the past if we know we're like in a field that's quite far away and we don't want to have to run back and get the net because we know we're almost out. We will put one there, but it's not, I don't know, it's really heavy. Those things weigh a lot, and that's a pretty flimsy little bar. So we don't like to carry one around unless we have to, because it just bounces around so much and I just feel like it's gonna break that. So we usually don't. Now, I gotta go finish baling. I'll catch up with you guys later. We finished. I went on lunch duty, got some food. It's 2 o'clock. Brent is finishing wrapping. Well, he's got quite a bit left to do actually. We got 52 bales off this field. I was shocked. Brent and I both thought that we might get around 30. We thought 30 was probably over guessing. Thank goodness we were wrong. We got 52 altogether. So I'm really glad about that. It is much later. I'm just letting the cows outside. My camera kind of cut me off there, so I didn't get to finish what I was saying, but it doesn't really matter. We finished wrapping. Brent wrapped 2 bales that were kind of weird, but he did manage to get them wrapped. I'm kind of surprised they were messed up, but he managed to get them. So before I say adios, it's like I said, it's so much later. It's actually dark right now while we're milking. We had to go take a bale to the heifers, and when we came back, I was just like, I never get to see the barn with all the lights on, and it's just gorgeous. People must love driving by at night. I would. So I wanted to show you guys. It was not going to show up on camera, I guarantee it, but I can't get far enough away anyway because it's huge. But when you're coming down the road, it's all lit up and you can see the lights individually and you can see the cows through there. And it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It is so beautiful. Anyway, you guys can even see me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Keep it real, keep farming. We'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.